Some of you are out here fighting for your dreams, fighting for your purpose, fighting to be seen. But I need you to hear me right now. The fight is fixed. It's not against you, it's for you. Every obstacle, every setback, every moment you think you failed, it's all part of the plan. The universe isn't punishing you, it's positioning you. And today, we're going to see how every loss, every struggle, every heartbreak has been setting you up for the victory you were meant to have. Life has a way of testing us. It has a way of knocking us down when we least expect it, leaving us staring at the floor, wondering how we got here and if we even have the strength to get back up. But here's the truth that most people fail to understand. Every setback you face is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of your setup. Every time you feel defeated, every time you encounter failure, disappointment, or heartache, you are being positioned for something far greater than the pain you're feeling in the moment. You see, the universe or life or whatever higher power you believe in doesn't put obstacles in your path to stop you. It puts them there to teach you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the level of victory that only comes after struggle. Think about it for a moment. If success came easy, would it even feel like success? If every dream were handed to us on a silver platter, would we value it? Probably not. The setbacks, the struggles, the losses, they are not punishments. They are signals. They are markers telling you that you are in the right arena, the right fight, and that your character is being forged in the fire. When you face a setback, it's easy to feel like life is against you, like the world is conspiring to keep you from your purpose. But the reality is, life is conspiring to shape you into someone who can handle the very victory you desire. It's not an accident that your greatest trials come before your greatest triumphs. It's a design, a blueprint that you may not fully see yet, but it's happening nonetheless. Every setback carries a lesson. Every failure carries wisdom. When you lose a job, when a relationship ends, when an opportunity slips through your fingers, it's easy to focus on the loss and wallow in what you've missed. But if you shift your perspective, you'll begin to see that these moments are revealing your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to rise. They are teaching you patience, humility, and perseverance. They are shaping your mindset, your skill set, and your emotional depth so that when the right moment comes, and it will, you will be ready to seize it with full force. Look at history. Look at every person who achieved greatness, who reached heights that most people only dream about. Their paths were not free of setbacks. Their stories are filled with moments of doubt, moments of failure, moments where it seemed like the world had turned its back on them. Yet, they didn't quit. They didn't give in to fear or despair. They understood something crucial. Setbacks are not signs that you're failing. They are signs that you're growing. Every time you hit the ground, you are being prepared to rise higher than you ever thought possible. Consider the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders who have made it through adversity. They didn't succeed because they avoided setbacks. They succeeded because they embraced them, learned from them, and used them as fuel. Every loss became a lesson. Every rejection became a redirection. Every failure became a stepping stone. And what they learned in those moments is something that can't be taught in classrooms or seminars. It's learned in the trenches, in the fight, in the moments when the odds seem impossible and you have nothing left but faith in yourself and your purpose. It's also important to recognize that setbacks are deeply personal. What might feel like a disaster to one person might be a blessing in disguise for another. And often what you perceive as a setback is actually a course correction steering you away from something that isn't right for you and toward what is. It's a gentle or sometimes harsh way of redirecting your energy, your focus, and your actions toward the things that will serve your purpose, your growth, and your ultimate victory. If you embrace this mindset, you'll find that life's setbacks lose their power to paralyze you. Instead, they become opportunities to recalibrate, to strengthen, and to prepare for the comeback that is already on its way. Another critical piece of understanding is that the comeback isn't just about reclaiming what was lost, it's about exceeding it. A true comeback doesn't just restore you to your previous state, it elevates you to a new level of strength, wisdom, and vision. When you embrace the idea that every setback is a setup, you start to see that the struggles you face are not obstacles in your path. They are stepping stones to a more powerful version of yourself. They are opportunities to refine your character, sharpen your focus, and deepen your determination. The person who comes out on the other side of a setback is often stronger, wiser, and more prepared than they ever were before. It's also about mindset. When you approach life with the belief that setbacks are temporary, that they are part of the preparation process, and that they are shaping you for something bigger, everything changes. You stop seeing failure as a dead end. You stop seeing rejection as a reflection of your worth. You stop fearing the unknown. And in its place, you cultivate resilience, courage, and a relentless drive to keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. The truth is, setbacks don't define you, your response to them does. Every time you choose to rise, to learn, to adapt, and to keep going, you are proving that you are bigger than any challenge, stronger than any obstacle, and destined for victory. Finally, understand that timing plays a role. Sometimes the setback isn't about you at all. It's about the universe waiting for the right moment, the right alignment, and the right conditions for your comeback. The delay you experience is not denial. The difficulty you endure is not punishment. It's preparation. It's positioning. And when the time is right, when everything aligns, you will look back on every moment of struggle and realize that it was necessary. It was all part of the design, all part of the setup for a comeback so powerful, so transformational that it will make every setback feel like a blessing in disguise. So when life knocks you down, when doors close, when the world seems heavy, remember this. Every setback is a setup for your comeback. Trust the process, embrace the struggle, learn the lessons, strengthen your mind and your spirit, and know that the victory that awaits you is far greater than any loss you've endured. The fight is not against you, it is for you. And when you rise, when you reclaim your purpose and your power, you will realize that the setbacks were never roadblocks. They were the very foundation of your triumph. Life has a funny way of presenting itself. Just when you think you're moving in the right direction, just when you think you've got it all figured out, something appears, a challenge, a roadblock, an obstacle that stops you in your tracks. And the first reaction for most people is fear, frustration, and resistance. We see obstacles as enemies. We see them as something standing between us and our dreams. But here's the truth that changes everything. Obstacles are not your enemies. They are your guides. They are teachers. They are the signposts along the path to your purpose, showing you where you need to grow, what you need to learn, and who you need to become in order to reach the next level. Think about it for a moment. When life throws an obstacle in your path, it's easy to feel discouraged. You might feel like quitting, like giving up, or like the universe is conspiring against you. But the very thing you see as a barrier is actually a mirror. It's reflecting back to you the areas where you need to strengthen yourself, your mindset, your skills, your patience, your perseverance. Obstacles are not there to block you. They are there to guide you toward mastery. They are there to refine your character and reveal your resilience. Every challenge, every difficulty, and every hurdle carries a hidden message. It's a message telling you that you are capable of more than you realize. That you have untapped strength, untested courage, and undiscovered potential within you. When you face resistance, when the path becomes difficult, it's not a signal to stop, it's a signal to rise. It's a signal to dig deeper, to push harder, and to embrace the discomfort, because the discomfort is the bridge to growth. Every obstacle, no matter how painful or inconvenient, is an opportunity to become more than you were yesterday. Look at the stories of people who have achieved greatness. They didn't get there by avoiding obstacles. They got there because they faced them head on. They learned from them, and they allowed those obstacles to guide them towards something greater. Obstacles sharpen your focus. They reveal your priorities. They test your commitment. And those who learn to see obstacles as guides rather than enemies gain an advantage that most people never understand. They gain insight, wisdom, and the clarity to navigate life with purpose. One of the most important things to understand about obstacles is that they are never random. There's always a reason behind the challenges you face. Sometimes it's a lesson in patience, teaching you that the right timing matters more than rushing to the finish line. Sometimes it's a lesson in resilience, showing you that your strength is greater than you imagine. Sometimes it's a lesson in humility, reminding you that growth is a process, not a destination. And sometimes it's a lesson in discernment, guiding you to choose the right path, the right people, or the right opportunities for your life. If you can learn to listen to the lessons embedded in every obstacle, you will never be defeated, no matter how tough the journey becomes. The mindset shift is everything. Seeing obstacles as enemies keeps you stuck in fear and frustration. It keeps you reactive and drained. But seeing obstacles as guides flips the script. It transforms challenges into opportunities, resistance into direction, and setbacks into stepping stones. It allows you to embrace life with curiosity and courage rather than dread and anxiety. And when you adopt this mindset, you begin to notice that obstacles aren't trying to stop you. They're trying to show you the way forward. They're teaching you what you need to know, shaping you into the person who can handle the level of success you're aiming for, and preparing you to appreciate the victory when it finally arrives. Obstacles also teach patience. In a world where instant gratification is celebrated, obstacles force you to slow down, to reflect, and to align with your purpose. They teach you that timing is everything, that the process matters, and that true growth cannot be rushed. Every obstacle is a teacher of endurance, inviting you to trust the journey even when you cannot yet see the destination. When you learn patience, you learn that life unfolds in layers, and every challenge you face is part of the design, guiding you to exactly where you need to be. It's also important to recognize that obstacles can open new doors. When you face a challenge that seems insurmountable, it often pushes you to think differently, to innovate, and to discover solutions you wouldn't have considered otherwise. Some of life's greatest breakthroughs are born out of obstacles. Some of the most transformative moments in a person's journey come from the very difficulties they initially wish they could avoid. Obstacles force you out of comfort zones, and it's in those uncomfortable spaces that growth, creativity, and true progress happen. Another powerful truth about obstacles is that they reveal your faith in yourself and your purpose. When things get hard, when the path is blocked, it's easy to question whether you're on the right track. But the people who succeed are the ones who keep going anyway. They trust that every obstacle is guiding them towards something bigger, and they refuse to let temporary challenges define their long-term vision. Obstacles test your commitment, and when you pass the test, you gain confidence, clarity, and momentum that no easy path could ever provide. Obstacles also teach you the power of perspective. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and the ability to see challenges as guidance rather than punishment is a form of wisdom that separates those who thrive from those who struggle. when you see obstacles as guides, you start to ask different questions. What is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? And what doors might this be opening that I haven't noticed yet? You start to approach life with curiosity instead of fear, and suddenly the world becomes less intimidating and more full of possibility. Finally, understand that obstacles are proof that you are on the right path. If nothing is challenging you, if nothing is testing your resolve, you may not be growing at all. Growth requires tension. Progress requires resistance. And purpose requires challenges. Every obstacle you encounter is evidence that you are stretching, that you are stepping out of mediocrity, and that you are moving towards something significant. The very thing you once saw as an enemy is actually a guide showing you that you are alive, you are engaged, and you are in the arena of life where true victories are forged. So, the next time life throws a challenge your way, don't shrink, don't resist, don't curse it or wish it away. Look it square in the eye and recognize it for what it is: a guide, a teacher, a map pointing you toward the next level of your growth and your destiny. Every obstacle is not a blockade, it is a beacon. Every challenge is not a threat, it is an invitation. And when you learn to embrace this perspective, you will navigate life with clarity, resilience, and unstoppable momentum. You will begin to see that the roadblocks in your path are not stopping you, they are steering you exactly where you need to be. Obstacles are not enemies, they are guides. They are the compass points, the markers, the mentors that show you the way forward. And the sooner you see them as allies rather than adversaries, the sooner you will step into the fullness of your purpose, power, and potential. Life is guiding you with every challenge, every struggle, and every difficulty. The question is, are you willing to follow that guidance and let it lead you to your greatness? Life has a way of testing us in ways we often don't understand. We face challenges that seem unfair, obstacles that feel insurmountable, and moments of pain that make us question whether the journey is worth it. But here's a truth that can change everything. Your struggle is proof that the victory waiting for you is real. Struggle is not a sign that you are failing. It is a confirmation that you are on the path to something significant, something meaningful, and something worth achieving. Every moment of resistance, every setback, every hardship you endure is evidence that you are moving toward a victory that cannot be handed to you. It must be earned. When life is easy, victories are often empty. They feel shallow because they didn't require much from you. But struggle adds depth. Struggle adds meaning. Struggle builds resilience, endurance, and character. And when you finally achieve what you've been fighting for, the victory tastes sweeter because it was hard fought, because it was earned, because it came after moments when you wanted to give up but chose to keep going anyway. If you are going through a season of difficulty right now, know that these trials are the confirmation that your victory is real. The universe doesn't put you through pain for no reason. The challenges are evidence that what lies ahead is worth every ounce of effort, every tear, every moment of doubt. Think about the people you admire most in history, in your life, or in the world. None of them reached their greatness without struggle. Every great leader, innovator, artist, or change maker faced moments of doubt, fear, and failure. They had to fight through the storms, climb the mountains, and endure the moments when it felt like nothing was going right. And the struggle they faced is exactly what made their triumph so powerful, so undeniable, so inspiring. If there has been no struggle, the victory wouldn't have mattered. It is the fight, the resistance, the obstacles that give meaning to the achievement. Struggle is a teacher. It's a mirror that shows you what you are made of. It reveals your capacity for courage, your ability to persevere, and your determination to keep moving forward when everything inside you says stop. And the more you embrace the struggle, the more you begin to understand that it is not a curse, it is a gift. It is a signal that you are being prepared, shaped, and positioned for the level of success you are destined to experience. Struggle is not a mistake, and it is not punishment. It is proof that the victory waiting for you is real, tangible, and worth every challenge you face along the way. Many people try to avoid struggle. They chase comfort, safety, and ease, believing that life should be smooth if they are doing the right things. But the reality is, struggle is an unavoidable part of growth. If you are living, if you are chasing your purpose, if you are striving for something greater than yourself, struggle is inevitable. And it's supposed to be. Because the struggle is what builds the muscles of your mind, heart, and spirit. It's what strengthens your resolve. It's what gives your eventual victory its value. A victory that comes without struggle is rarely transformational, but a victory that comes after struggle changes you forever. It transforms you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever imagined. Struggle also teaches appreciation. When you fight through adversity, when you face loss, rejection, or failure, you begin to recognize the worth of the things you are working for. You don't take success for granted because you've seen what life feels like without it. You've experienced the pain of disappointment and the frustration of delay. And when you finally reach the other side, the victory doesn't just feel good, it feels earned, deserved, and monumental. Every sleepless night, every tear, every moment of doubt is proof that the reward at the end is not just an illusion, it's real. Your struggle also validates your journey. Too often, people compare themselves to others and feel inadequate when their path is hard. But the truth is, struggle is part of the process. If your journey were easy, it would not be unique, it would not be meaningful, and it would not prepare you for the impact you are destined to make. The fact that you face challenges, the fact that you endure trials, the fact that you persist despite setbacks, these are the very indicators that your path is real and your purpose is authentic. Your struggle confirms that your journey is not superficial, that it has weight, and that the victory at the end is worth fighting for. Another important perspective to embrace is that struggle shapes your character. It molds the way you think, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you handle success. Victory without struggle can leave you unprepared for the responsibilities and pressures that come with achievement. But when you go through difficulty, you develop wisdom, patience, and humility. You learn to value perseverance, to embrace resilience, and to understand that true success is about more than just reaching a goal. It's about who you become in the process. Your struggle is proof that you are not just chasing an outcome, you are growing into the person capable of sustaining the victory when it arrives. Struggle also fuels determination. Every time you face a challenge and refuse to quit, you are building momentum, confidence, and resolve. You are proving to yourself that you are capable of handling the unexpected, overcoming adversity, and pressing forward even when the odds are stacked against you. And with every step forward, you are confirming that the victory is not a fantasy, it is real. Your endurance through struggle is a living testament to your ability to achieve greatness. It's a sign that the goal you are pursuing is not only attainable, but inevitable if you continue to push forward. It's important to recognize that struggle is rarely linear. Life doesn't hand you obstacles neatly. They come messy, unpredictable, and often overwhelming. But the chaos of struggle is part of the proof. If victory were easy, it wouldn't be significant. The twists, turns, and setbacks are evidence that what you are working for is real and that the journey to achieve it requires courage, faith, and perseverance. The very fact that you are willing to endure the struggle day after day, step after step, demonstrates that your victory is authentic, hard-earned, and meaningful. Finally, your struggle connects you to a greater purpose. It reminds you that you are alive, that you are fighting for something important and that your efforts matter. Every challenge, every obstacle, every moment of resistance is a signal that you are stepping into a life of significance. And when you reach the other side, when you finally claim the victory that has been waiting for you, it will not just be a personal achievement, it will be a testimony to the power of resilience, faith, and determination. Your struggle is the proof that the victory is real, tangible, and transformative. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, defeated, or exhausted, remember this. Your struggle is not a curse, it is a confirmation. Every challenge you face is evidence that you are on the path to something significant. Every setback is a sign that the victory ahead is real, worth it, and waiting for you. Do not despise the struggle. Do not resist it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Grow through it. And know that every step of resistance you endure is proof that your victory is not only possible, it is inevitable. Your struggle is not the opposite of success. It is the confirmation that success is coming. And when it arrives, it will be more powerful, more fulfilling, and more transformational than you ever imagined, because it was earned through the fire of your perseverance. So, where does that leave you today? It leaves you standing at the edge of possibility, staring at a life that is waiting for you to step into it fully. It leaves you knowing this: every setback you faced, every obstacle you've encountered, every moment of struggle you've endured, it has not been for nothing. It has been shaping you, positioning you, preparing you for a victory so real, so powerful, so transformative that when it comes, you will finally understand why the fight was fixed all along. You see, life's fight is not against you, it is for you. Every no you receive, every closed door, every failure, every heartbreak, it was never meant to stop you. It was meant to guide you. It was meant to show you your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to rise higher than you ever imagined. You were never off course. You were never behind. You were in training, in preparation, in the process of becoming the person capable of walking into your purpose and taking your place in the life that has been designed for you. Remember this: setbacks are setups. Obstacles are guides. Struggle is proof. Every challenge is a teacher. Every roadblock is a signpost. And every difficulty is confirmation that your victory is coming. Nothing you've gone through has been wasted. Every tear, every disappointment, every moment of doubt has been fuel for the fire that is about to propel you forward. The fight is fixed, and the victory is real. It has been waiting for you, and you are more than ready to claim it. So I challenge you today: rise, step into your fight with courage, with faith, with relentless determination. Embrace every obstacle, welcome every struggle, and see every setback as the foundation of your comeback. The life you've been dreaming of, the purpose you've been fighting for, the impact you are destined to make, it is all within your reach. And the moment you finally see it, the moment you finally experience it, you will look back and realize every challenge, every fight, every struggle was not a punishment, it was a promise. The fight is fixed, the victory is real, and it is waiting for you. Step forward, stand tall, rise.